Well, hello everyone, it's Huey here, and I've got a bit of a showcase video for you today. So, yeah, it's good to see you all, and yeah, well, if you've ever encountered this problem before, I may have the solution for you. So, we have, as you can see, we've disabled a pirate wreckage, a pirate mayday, which was surrounded by warheads. So I use this trusty cursor, upgraded cursor actually, cursor originally by Aragath. So I've made my own variant, the Cursor Mark II, and we successfully disabled all the weapons and all the warheads, as far as I know. But do I really want to grind this all down by hand? I don't think so. So I've made a GPS marker for the pirate wreckage here. So we'll come back and I'll show you the solution. I'm going to head back to our base. And yes, I am using mods for this, but none of these are really necessary. Mostly they're quality of life type mods, aesthetic type mods, which do add a bit to the game, but I haven't used any necessary mods on the ships that are in question. So let's head back to our headquarters, and I'll show you our solution. Alright, so we're just coming back to our base now, and yep, you can see the lovely safe zone and the defensive turrets I've set up there, but they're not what I'm showing you today. No, we're showing you a new ship I've designed specifically for the kinds of tasks that we're going to need this for now. So let's let's park her over here. This is our lovely glamour green base. Incidentally, we've named it Ravenwood Heights. And we've got a lovely greenhouse there, but I'm not showing you that today. All right, so let's lock it on and introduce you to the GrindMaster 9000. So let's hop in and let's detach it from the base. So the GrindMaster 9000 is a 5 grinder ship with it's exclusively hydrogen propelled. So with 3 large hydrogen tanks and 6 small hydrogen tanks, there's plenty of hydrogen for all your needs on moons and on planets. Could be used, for space. Could be used on planets, but its primary function is for lunar surfaces and for in space. It also doubles as a very heavy lifting ship. It can lift quite a bit, can lift even large grids to a certain degree. Obviously, you know, not like a capital class or anything, but yeah, sizable chunks. And she is quite fast. It does look a bit like a Remington Razor, but it's you can only do so much as far as aesthetics go when it comes to a building or grinding ship. So the GrindMaster 9000 is primarily a salvage ship, but you could modify it and stick welders on it, of course, if you wish. But we already have a ship for welding, so I figured we'd make this exclusively for our salvage purposes. But yeah, plenty of thrust all round. Very, very fast, which you'll soon see. But before we do that, let's have a look at the functionality here. So you'll see along the taskbar we've got our grinder on position 1. We can also turn our grinders permanently on and off with 2. Of course, we've got our connector with 3, our landing gears with 4, and we can also stockpile with 5 for a quick refuel. 7 is your cruise control, so that turns your front thrusters off, which we'll be using on our trip back. And of course 8 and 9 is for collect all and the connector ends to throw out, so if you have a collector pit you can use that as well. And 2, we've got batteries, position 1. We do have rotating hazard lights, so if you're playing with friends and you don't want them to get too close to your grinders, you can turn those on just to let them know that, yeah, to stay back and beware. We can also turn off our navigation lights, so we've got a series of navigation lights all around, so I can turn those on and off. And then we've got turning our... which lights are they? Oh, just a moment. They're our connector lights. So I have connector lights at the back to help guide you in. It doesn't actually have a backing camera, but I've personally never needed one of those, but feel free if you wish to add them to the back there. And the decorative lights all around, if you find they're a bit much, you can also turn those off as well. But anyway, let's take it back to the pirate wreckage. And as you can see, she accelerates quite quickly. Oops, sorry. There we go. And we'll turn off our reverse thrust, sorry. Oh, and we'll turn off our grinders too, for the time being. But yeah, as you can see, this is it here. And I'm quite proud of it, I've got to say. Alright, so I'll be back in a moment when we reach the pirate wreckage, and we'll see what she can do. Well, here we are. And let's get to work. So, pretty sure I disarmed all the weapons. I did have a fly around and have a look, but hopefully no surprises come to get us. I mean, when you're doing these sort of operations, it might pay to have some friends sort of stand guard in another sort of combat focused ship, but yeah, well, we'll see how we go. Anyway, let's turn on the grinders. Very nice. Beautiful. Oh, it just makes absolute mincemeat of this thing. And I am using the build info mod, so I can keep an eye on our inventory that way, which I find is even handier than using the LCD scripts. Build info mod is one of those essential mods, but if you feel like you don't want to use it, you don't have to. This thing, even on ×1 inventory, has quite the storage capacity, so... Oh, yeah, grind down that antenna, sure. There we go. Alright, let's grind these down. Definitely made short work of that. Be careful not to bump these too hard. Grinders still are fragile things. She's still quite nimble, even though having quite a bit of weight in there. So I've got a cargo container here. This should empty everything that's in any cargo containers into the ship. Let's get these wheel hubs and landing gears. This is quite an interesting design, actually. Alright. So coming down here, let's run these away. I think that's going to come off. Yeah, but that's okay. Alright, it was still attached. Okay. Yeah, we're already halfway through this ship, pretty much. I would say quite halfway, but we're quite a ways through it. Well, let's get this interior turret and get some of the ammo out of it. I do apologise for my mechanical keyboard sounds. Personally, I find that something it always bothered me when listening to other creators making videos if they had a mechanical keyboard. I will say though, much better to use, but not pleasant to listen to, so I do apologise for those of you who hate that clack 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 sound. Ironically, I am one of them, but someone bought me a mechanical keyboard for Christmas, so it's very kind of them. So yeah, that hydrogen tank we just carved up with no issues whatsoever. I did forget to turn the music off. I might actually, well, it's a bit late now. Yeah, it's one thing I told myself before starting the video. Oh, turn the music off. I totally forgot. Another section. Another section down. Alright. We do have some scrap metal about. Unfortunately, grinder ships don't pick those up, but that's fine. Oh, we're in a combat phase? Oh yes, I do have the Reavers mod enabled at the moment, unfortunately. We didn't run into any. Oh, the Mayday's going off. It's like, help, help, I'm being grinded up to pieces. Yeah, you are. Need the resources, man. Alright. So coming through to here. Probably turn those hazard lights on, shouldn't I? Well, let's do that now. Yep, let everyone know, stand clear. As you can see, our inventory is still quite low. Oh, there's a ladder there. Wow. Won't be sending any Maydays now. Oh, is that a... There's a dead body in there. Well, everything's offline, so fortunately, if there was a turret in there, fortunately we ground up the batteries, so... Yeah, okay. Whew, alright. Lucky us. gravity generator. So those will be quite heavy. This could have been quite a nice ship to do up, but I figured resources are going to be more handy. Very nice. Oh, medical room in there. Still in no real need to fuel up yet, so beautiful. Keep running these up. Get that vent. We've got a blast door section here, an ore detector. Huh. A bed. Oops. So that's what I mean about being careful with the grinders. So yeah, we're making short work of this thing. So programmable block. Oh, found a half wall there we better get rid of. And a blast door block. Let's see how quickly we can do this one. Yep, lost the interior light there, but I'm not too concerned about that. Alright, let's get into this next section. Is that heavy armor? Might have been. Oh, a dead engineer, we can grind him up too. Yep, there he goes. And the ore detector's gone now. Couple of interior lights will miss out on, but that's fine. Control C, let's grab that. Couple of doors. Turret's gone. So we have lots of ammo out of that. Should be nice. And let's see, we're actually probably halfway through the ship now. But fortunately we've got a lot of bigger blocks coming up, so should be nice and quick. I think it's already nice and quick, actually. Whoops. Yeah. So, medical room. It's going to take quite a bit. There we go. So that did fill up our inventory quite a ways. Next section. Keep running into that scrap metal. So we'll see. The ultimate test is going to be how it handles the moon's gravity on a full cargo load. This thing does sport 6 large cargo containers. And I do have all the inventory for ships set to ×1, so you will need to adjust accordingly if your inventory sizes are bigger, obviously. Oh, don't forget that bit, it's very important. Alright, next section. Alright, and then we're into the goodies. We've got the cargo containers coming up, so I can't wait for that. Let's see what we get. Very good. There we go. Lots of steel plates. Always in need of those. Oh, there goes one cargo container already. And there goes another one. Actually didn't fill us up as much as I thought it would, but hey, I'll take what we can get. Alright, so also as far as gyroscopes go, I think we got oh, I'll have to refresh my own memory here. So 8 gyroscopes. Yeah. Oh. Which, when you weigh down, you do need every bit of that. Speaking of gyroscopes, let's get rid of that one. And yet another cargo container. Very nice. Let's grind away these sections first. Okay. We've still got more than half our fuel reserves, so that's good. Can't get to that because it's deformed. I'll try it from this angle here. And there we go. Okay, got this little section here. I think we'll be able to barely scrap metal get the entire thing in one go. Should be good. Which, still rather impressive for the amount. Yeah, times one inventory. That's not bad. Last little section. So that's that section done. Let's see, have a look and see. Okay, our grinders are empty, so that's good. So we can go and get this part. I think we'll have enough room. Oh. Oh, no you don't. You're not getting away from me. Oh, we'll get that section later. That's okay. So we've still got two large cargo containers here. A lot of this is steel plates though, so I think we'll be okay. Oh, bits flying off everywhere. Come on. Oh. You know what? She's gone. I'm not gonna... Honestly, those bits, if I have to, I can grind down by hand, so... Alright, so how are we looking here? Grinders are... getting a bit full. Ooh, we're pushing it. So... let's see. See how we go. So grinder, still not full. Okay. Can we get this last section? That is the question. Ow. Let's see. Alright, so when you get bits that escape like that, you can always opt to go and get them by hand, which I think I will. Does save on server performance. All the scrap metal around too. Alright. Connector is full, so we'll put these in here. Where'd you go? Did we lose that part? A bit of scrap metal, let's pick that up. Aha! Trying to escape from me. Oh, there's another loose bit here. Let's get that. Some more scrap metal. Those bits. And honestly, no, I think, unfortunately, it looks like we'll need to make another trip back. There's, I didn't count on those hydrogen thrusters, but we can do that at another stage. Anyway, we'll get as much as we can. I want to fill this thing completely to the brim if I can. Anyway, so let's get back to it. Oh, did we drop steel plates? We did. And it looks like we are indeed full now. Nope. We did pick up iron. Oh, we picked up a bunch of resources. Right. Alright, well, that's close enough. Let's, I'll come back for the rest. Hopefully, that gyroscope might disappear. So, if you've got trash cleanup, sometimes you can leave some parts. What is that? Oh. And if it's only one block and it's unpowered, it will disappear. So I'm going to try and get that gyroscope. Do. Any other loose parts? No. Now the reason I'm not using auto deposit is because I have daily needs enabled, and if I just use the Alt key and middle mouse button to drop everything in, I will lose my food. Which is a hassle to get. Well, it's not that much of a hassle, but it is annoying to try and get back. But anyway, I'll put a cut here and we'll drop all the stuff back, and I'll be back in a moment. Alright, so as you can see, we're making our approach. We're just about to hit the planet, the moon's gravity. As you can see, with the industrial cockpit, we've got a fairly wide field of vision, which is why I went for this one. But we're about to make quote-unquote planet fall. The other thing I like about this design is it has great lighting all around. If you have a lower end system, you may want to turn a few of these lights off, but generally speaking, I quite like it. But anyway, we're about to see how our slowing power is. So we sport 10 small hydrogen thrusters for braking. quite a lot in terms of lifting. So, now, what I normally like to do is use collector pits, but with the safe zone, it can be a bit of a problem. So we are going to have to dock. And you may want to put a connector setup, a connector and conveyor sorter setup that just pulls everything out of the ship. And see, we still slow down quite nicely. We are going through the hydrogen though, so we want to make this quick. You can see our lovely collection of ships. Some bought and modified, some made from scratch. But yeah, I like our cozy little base here. Oops, anyway, let's back her up. Go. So we turn on our proximity, our connector, and we can quickly fuel up. Oh, it's that one. There we go. So we fill up. Nice and easy. And there we go. Alright, so I'll put another cut in here, and we'll be back when we get back to the rest of the pirate wreckage.